Knights and warriors of YouTube, we have finally returned. I don't know if you can tell, but I am still getting over being sick. I do apologize. As the good saying goes, you can't keep a good dog down. And here we are, lads. We have returned at long last to our Hounds of Hasting series right here in Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod. Indeed, we may have gotten sick, lads, but you can't keep a good dog down, and we will charge back into the fray with Crimson Courage, lads. Oh, it feels grand to be back in the lands of Hasting at long last, in the heart of the Riverlands, out here trying to build a better realm for our children and our grandchildren. Honestly, things have been going pretty well. There's 32 living members of our family, which I think is pretty impressive. Yeah, Lord Dalton, the strong arm of House Hasting, now leads the dynasty. We're currently insignificant, moving into noteworthy, so there's shit going on for sure. Lord Bastion Hasting, our vassal of Brandstone, yeah, the young Bastion, son of Bastion. That's so sad. His regent is Lady Serena Tully. I remember that. He is of the Tully blood. So he has the deep bloodlines of the Riverlands coursing through his veins. That's amazing. Yeah, and we gave everybody the loyal trait. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Ala Hasting. Ah, oh, that's right, my aunt. Damn. She's got a lot of phrase in her bloodlines now, but that's alright. The young lord and Ahar Frey. Yeah, interesting. The Lady Hollis, the strong hound. Yeah, that's amazing. Hollis Hastings. She's a tool of fate still. Still wed to Sir Royce Chambers. Eleanor Bethany. Yeah, and then Moria Hastings. She disappeared, or died under mysterious circumstances. Wed to Lord Aegon Targaryen. They have 3 children. Aegon is currently the Lord of Holland. That's right. Yeah, he has Holland. And has Rael Hasting, who's an absolute badass. Aegon Hasting, who's a twin with Caleria Hasting, who's a zealous. She's actually kind of badass too. Pretty interesting. Yeah, lots of family members. Everything's going on quite well. Sir Argoth, wed to Sorel Rain. Sir Lawrence Hasting, that's amazing. He's gonna inherit the lands of his father. Oh, he's unlanded. I thought I landed the Rain branch of the family, but I guess not. Silly me. Alright. That leads me to think that we can send Sir Lawrence Hasting on an adventure as a builder. Perhaps he can go off and try and take where did it go? What am I thinking of? Over here in Hammerford, right? Is it Hammerford? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, because Old Stones is in Hammerford. So maybe he can hum off to Hammerford and land himself. Because I don't want to just continue to conquer our neighbors and take all of this land. We'll be spread too thin across the Tridents here, putting us at odds with our neighbors at Raventree, putting us at odds with our neighbors at Seaguard. As it is, we plan on taking Hammerford from Seaguard, and then even putting us at odds against the Freys. But it also gives us opportunity to come up here and take all of this land as well. So there's ample opportunity. I don't know if the Red Hound of you know, the Rain Hasting branch of the family would make sense over here in Hammerford, but perhaps if they come off over here and then start taking this land up here, they can create like their own duchy title out of all these what's it called, independent counties. So definitely ample opportunities, but remember, our goal is to inevitably try and take Harrenhal, to rebuild the great structure, try and retake Mokalin and rebuild that great structure, and then of course Old Stones, and try and retake that, or rebuild that great structure. So kind of just solidifying our legacy as the greatest builders in history, even greater than that, of Brandon the Builder, perhaps. But we'll see. Now, we do not have a whole lot of money. And we do not have enough money to start building anything else. So I'm thinking to myself, if we can rebuild or build up the other structures in each of these counties, right? Like in the holdings. Like we can build something in Reedness, and then one over here in Skipping Stones, one over here in Old Fork. Yeah. And then I think we already built, yeah. So we need 1, 2, 3 more holding buildings for each. I think that'll be pretty interesting. I can't tell what his holding size is, so I don't know if I'll even be able to give it to him. 1 out of 4. Okay, perfect. Yeah, interesting. So he can have another one. 1 out of 3, so he can have another one. But we are 3 out of 3, which means we would have to give Old Fork Forest to somebody. Because we have Houndstooth and Crimson Keep for ourselves. The Rivulets still belongs to the line of Sir Horace. Yeah. Son of Dalton the Good. The good Lord Dalton. Yeah, R.I.P. to a legend, dude. Our grandfather. Because our father, Henry Hasting, died of stress, basically. He had like a stroke and he died of stress. That's awful. Alright. Either way, lads, we continue on our journey. We're gonna save up some money. I think if we build a castle here, yeah, we'll need like, it's 300 a piece. 320 a piece, so 3, 6, 9, 20, 40, 60, so 960. We need about 1,000 gold. We're making 12 per month, so it's not too bad. Nice. Lord Brendan, the clever Corvid. Nice. We're out here making friends. Can we arrange marriage? Who do I have within my court that is marriage ability? Let's see. My nephew, Thomas, Alyssa Hasting, my player heir. That's right. I forget I have a son now as well. Damon Hasting also needs, yeah. Who are you the child of? Bennett. That's right. And he has Perwin as his brother as well. Arena Thanders and Bennett Hasting. Yeah. So Damon has marriage ability. All he has is a 32-year-old with the homely trait. So never mind. Sorry. Oh, how the Blackwoods have fallen. That's crazy. Yeah, and I forgot these guys consolidated a ton of power. Yeah, Lord Rormund Goodbrook. He's looking like a menace. He's got 9,000 men to his name. The High Lordship of Lakehaven. We should be making marriage alliances with this guy. As much as I hate that he basically usurped the lands of the Brackens, can't deny the man's got money, to be sure. So perhaps it'll be a possibility to get an alliance through my son and heir, Edric, if you will. Nah, because 11, she's got Craven, but she's got Hale as well. Yeah, why is everybody in your family Craven? Craven, Shy, Justin Zealous though too, so that's pretty interesting. 28-year-old Barbara Rivers. Oh, but she's a bastard. I mean, I'm not worried about bastard blood in our family, if I'm being honest. We have so many goddamn living members. I don't think it really matters, you know? But alas. How old was the other one? 11? She was 11 years old. So maybe Damon Hasting and Balera Goodbrook. Yeah, they do not like that idea. Yeah, there would be no alliance. It would reinforce the Hale trait. And they'd be marrying down. Oh yeah, because he's unlanded. Okay, I see. Yep. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. The 11-year-old Lord Bastion is already a powerful vassal. I love that. The boy's getting some shit done. Let's see. Who is his ward? Or his, yeah, I'm his guardian. Okay. He's my ward, is what I meant to say. Interesting. Let's offer him knight tutelage as well. He's now old enough, so I don't see why not. I'm thinking somebody with good prowess. but also good martial skills. So we ourselves have 16, which is honestly not that good, actually, now that I think about it. He's got 21. Again, not that great. I think we'll just hand him off to Sir Argoth, because he's got 21 martial skills. So I think that'll be fine. I trust them. Oh, was Argoth my... Oh, he was my marshal. Whoops. Alright. That's alright. Lord Horace Hasting can be my new marshal. That's totally fine. I forgot we have a dragon egg. Jesus Christ. I completely forgot about that. Where is this dragon egg? I don't want this dragon egg to hatch. Even like on accident. Yeah, because we are not even close to being able to build a dragon pit, which means this dragon could just fly off wherever after we die. So no, I'm not gonna risk that. Oh shit. Okay, so Lord Aegon has become uncouth. He's a murderer. Who did he kill? Tommen was murdered by Lord Aegon, the ill-natured of House Targaryen. Dude, that is unfortunate. That's crazy. He's become uncouth, melancholic. Yeah, that is not good, man. He's wed Lady Hara of Holland. Yeah, he likes us a lot. Jesus, what happened to you? He's become the Mad King all over again. Here we go. So we're going to wed Bethany off to Alex Blackfire. It's a patrilineal marriage, but it should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Nice. So Tyrion Hasting and Alice of Yore have had a daughter, Orissa Hasting. I like Orissa. A harsh judgment. Nice. Yeah, Lord Bastion's gonna get just. So far he has temperate, brave, and just. Those are some really good traits, I think. His squire training is going well, it seems, as well. So let's arrange an introduction. Oh, within my own court, huh? Damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I intended. Hold on. Yeah, because it's only going to be within my own court. He's going to eventually have to find his own spouse, because I can't make that arrangement for him. I can, however, cheese the system, and we can switch characters to Lord Bastion of Branstone. Yeah, and find a spouse for himself. Okay. So there's Lysara Condon. Yeah. Prosperous Seneschal, 19 stewardship. There's no inheritable traits from her, but I think it'll be an interesting match, to be sure. There's only a 5-year age difference, and it'll potential alliance with Eagle Cross for Lord Bastion. I think it's probably our best bet if we're looking for a spouse with high stewardship. However, nice, okay. So if we were going for prestige gain, he could wed a Baratheon or a Lannister, a Hightower even. Damn, there is potential there. Yeah, there's some pretty good potential there. Yeah, I think we could go for the Lady Maris Baratheon. Yeah, we're gonna get a massive alliance as a young count, basically, because all he owns is a county. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But he's gonna get a massive alliance boost with the Baratheons. I don't know if I want that though. Hold on, that's a little too overpowered for the young count. So let's go back. Alliance power would be high. Prestige gain would be high. Yeah, that's crazy. That seems a little out there. That's a little outlandish, in my opinion, I think. So let's focus more on who has inheritable traits to add to his bloodline. Lady Admeria Baratheon would be his best bet. She has the hail trait. We could go for robust with Sabbatha Dairy. Ooh. Yeah, keep it in the Riverlands. I think that would be fine. He wouldn't get an alliance out of that. But we would immediately get robust in the in his family tree on his side. Oh, there's Sarah Blackfire too. We can wed the yep. Okay, so we're going for the Blackfires. That's interesting. Bastion Hasting and Sarah Blackfire. They're gonna have a minor alliance. It's gonna be a patrilineal marriage. That's totally fine. Send the proposal. Nice. What's he trying to do? Sway Bendamure. Interesting. Okay, good for him. Nice. The good lad. Why is he losing prestige? Expenses to court positions. Oh, shit. That's interesting. Yeah. Very interesting indeed. But anyway, we're going back to Lord Dalton. We have 2 perks available. Sweet. Alright. So now that we know who's up for grabs as far as alliances, let's see if we can't make some for ourselves. So we have Jordan Hasting, Lady Edmeria Baratheon. Ooh, shit. Alright, so Edrich Hasting is going to be early betrothed to Becca Waynwood of the Lower Vale. Yeah, 6,000 men to their name. That's pretty impressive. She has the Amazonian... She has the Amazonian trait, which I think is going to be really, really good to add into our bloodline here. Yeah. So I think that... And there's only a 5-year age gap, so that's not bad. So hopefully we can make some shit happen. Oh, no way. Lord Jostin was murdered. Holy shit. That's crazy. Long live the new Lord Murenmure Tully. Yeah, beautiful scarred. Damn. Man is stacked with stats. That's crazy. And he's wed to Lady Betha Blackwood. Jesus. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. The Cape of Eagles claim on the High Lordship of the Blackwood Vale. Holy shit. What the fuck is happening? That's crazy. Oh, the Blackwoods are about to get pushed out of Raventree. No way, man. That's crazy. Damn. Cape of Eagles just got massive. Holy shit. What is going on with, like, these Riverlanders just conquering their neighbors? That is insane. Nice. So, Edrich Hasting has gained the Rowdy trait. We're gonna get him trained up in Martial. Excuse me. That just means that when he comes into his lordship, we will have to surround him with people with high stewardship to continue the legacy of the builders. But he's going to be the military leader that we need. He's going to reform our military, because right now our military is non-existent. I was thinking to myself, if we started laying claims to some of these minor counties over here, right? We can actually find out who is the most eligible of our living members to become the lord of those lands. I'm thinking, like, even Raelle Hasting. My issue is, though, I don't think I can grant her titles. Yeah. Dominant, equal, or clerical gender within your faith must be both your primary heir and have a prepared heir trait. So my only hope is if I reform or create a new faith. Oh, that's culture. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, if I create a new faith and make women equal, that's going to take a lot of piety that we clearly do not have. So, all right. So we currently do not have the military prowess it takes to start claiming some lands. My thing is, however, is that I really want Raelle Hasting to take on some lands. So we may just cheese the system, add the shit ton of piety we need to reform our own faith. I mean, hell, we could even reform a culture in the Riverlands, and yeah, and do some shit to build ourselves up, I guess. You know, make it a little bit easier for us and whatnot. Jesus. Yeah, Seaguard took over Raventree Hall, or claimed the lands and then made them a minor lord, so they're no longer a high lord. Yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So I'm thinking if Edric grows up and becomes like a good military leader and whatnot, he can be the man to reform our military after Lord Dalton builds up our realm. Lord Edric can split it off, make it grow, stuff like that. Claim lands and then grant them to family members and such. But even then, who knows how long that's going to take, and Rael is already 24 years old. So, we'll have to see what happens. As of right now, we do have a ton of military strength, and then, of course, our alliances as well. So, it's not looking too bad against us, especially if we just start with one, like Green Lily. Because he only has 1,600 men. His alliance gives him another 1,400. That's still a lot more than we have. 1,500. Or no, it's not. We already have 3,000 men. Yeah. So we can start with like Green Lily and go from there. Try and fabricate a claim. It's going to be tough because it's not connected to our de jure borders and everything. But hopefully it works out in our favor. Nice, Lord Bastion. He's become zealous or ambitious. Let's make him ambitious. Alrighty, lads. I do believe it is time, with all the consolidation going on in the major powers in the Riverlands. I think it's time that we try out our attempt at a new faith so that we have the equal view on gender, allowing female members of our family and our dynasty to become leaders and rulers in their own rights. It's something that was denied the Lady Hollis of House Hasting, but it is something that will not be denied the Lady Rael of House Hasting. Houses Hasting and Targaryen, mind you. That being said, because of our focus on family, kinship, and our bloodlines, this is the faith of Houndsblood. Now, our adjective again is Houndsblood. Again, I'm not too used to utilizing the faith features here, so bear with me if everything comes out just a little wonky, I guess. A single follower is called a bloodhound. Many followers are called bloodhounds. I wanted to stay away from the idea of a pack because we have the Starks of the North and like wolf packs and everything like that. But our description is, under the gods we are born like a litter of hounds. The people of the world are our pack. All are welcome, all our family. Blood binds us, but faith keeps us. So, I think that was pretty interesting. Some of our tenets include ancestor worship, prestige from level of splendor for newborns, when getting married, maximum long reign, etc., etc. Close family opinion +5 as well. So our ancestors watch over us from beyond the grave, guiding us and showing us the way forward. For this, we must respect and honor them. I also thought this was an interesting play on leaving a legacy and everything like that. So obviously those who came before us, like Lord Dalton the Good and Lord Daemon, etc., etc. We also have eternal shields. I thought this one was pretty interesting because the wolf pack, or the hound. See, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. The make that distinction between, you know, a wolf pack and the fact that we are hounds. We are not a wolf pack. We are a dog pack, I suppose, but still. Anyway, so because we want to defend that which is ours, defend our homes and our families, we do have the eternal shields tenet as well. Defender advantage +10, and then spearman maintenance -75%, which I thought was pretty interesting. I don't think that the Riverlands has a spearman like special unit, but either way, I'm not too worried about it. Only by a strong shield can the faith be saved. Holy shit. Only through vigilance will its followers be sheltered. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then, of course, ritual hospitality. This actually stayed from the original faith of the new and everything, or faith of the old and the seven. But hospitality is one of the greatest virtues mankind can exhibit. Guests in our homes, be they mortal or divine, should always be treated with the utmost honor and respect. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well, considering our attempt at making Kennel Keep nice and warm and hospitable. Sacred childbirth, again, just playing into the fact that we are obsessed with like family and bloodlines. So now mothers are less likely to die in childbirth, children are less likely to be sickly or stillborn. You gain piety when a child is born. Pregnant is a virtue, which again gains piety, which I thought was interesting. The bathhouses where mothers give birth must be cleansed and prepared with the proper rituals in order to encourage the divine to grant us their blessing during childbirth. And then lastly, consecrated knighthood. Because this is a knighthood-based channel, and the aesthetic will never, ever, ever go away. So I do apologize for those of you who may be tired of the monotony of knighthood and chivalry, but suck it up. That sucks. Anyway, we do have equal view on gender. I changed the clerical tradition to lay clergy. That way the head of faith can be temporal, meaning that the head, or the creator of the faith, is the faith head, and that title will pass down to their heir. Yeah, to their primary heir when they die. So, I thought that would be pretty interesting. But otherwise, nothing too crazy. Clerical marriage is allowed. Temporal and revocable clerical appointment. Clerical function is control. Clerical gender is either. Like, it really doesn't matter. A hound is a hound, no matter what. But anyway. So here we are, we have our faith. I did cheese the system, and I gave myself the increased piety that I needed to be able to create our faith and make our view on gender equal. So, nice. Oh, that makes Alyssa Hasting my new player heir. Damn it, I did not think that one through. Whoops. Alright, that's my bad. That is my bad. Honestly, I don't give a shit, though. I think it makes it pretty interesting. It's going to make a really interesting playthrough here. Aegon Hasting is still, yeah, the Lord here. But my primary heir is now Alyssa Hasting. Interesting. Well, I did not mean for that to happen, but I'm also not really mad at it. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I like my son Edrich, but obviously, like, being a family man, all of my children are kind of badasses either way, so it is what it is. That's pretty interesting though. I really didn't see that one coming. So that's pretty cool. But look at that. So Lord Bastion Hasting is now wed the Lady Shara of House Blackfire, so that's pretty interesting. We have the House of the Dragon within 2 different branches of our bloodline, which is pretty cool. That being said, we do now have the means, I believe. Yeah, maintenance is way down for this, but we don't have enough money yet. Nice. Anyway, the Houndsblood Schism. The faith of the old and new priests have lost their way and can no longer be trusted to guide us. To remedy this, I have gathered a select group of septons together to discuss the future of our faith. These Houndsblood septons are encouraging cooperation and tolerance, even towards non-believers, and have requested the aid of the spirits to help guide the faithful through these turbulent times. Bloodhounds eagerly await the prophesied arrival of their High Septon, a great leader who will rally all of the faithful behind them and usher in a new Houndsblood golden age. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I wonder if I can convert this guy. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Oh, he's already a Houndsblood. That's epic. Yeah, his primary heir is Raelle Hasting. Let's fucking go, baby. I know that's right. Alright, so she's going to end up taking over these lands, which means that our plan now to install her in these lands over here is null and void. But that means we can utilize Aegon Hasting as our tool of fate in that regard. So we can take Green Lily and grant those lands to Aegon Hasting. which I think is also going to be a pretty interesting idea there. I don't know what I was going to say. I think ideology, but that doesn't seem right. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's right. I don't have a court chaplain now. Yikes. Oh, shit. Whoops. Which means I can't fabricate claims either. Whoopsie poopsie. That's crazy. I wonder if I can try something. Hold on. Let me see. So let me mark for edit. Yeah, mark this character and Dynasty members of this house. Mark for edit. Religion. Change to my religion. Yeah, change to my religion. So now, in theory, all of my family members should follow my faith. Yeah, there we go. So now we have our pick of the crop, basically. I think we can send Hollis, my aunt and antiquarian, to be my court chaplain now. She is a tool of fate after all, so I think that's a pretty cool thing there. Yeah, good for her, dude. That's awesome. We can offer her knighthood too, as well. She's gonna become Sir Hollis the Strong Hound. Dude, come on, man. That's so sick. This is exactly what I wanted for her. Yay, I'm so glad she's alive to see this shit happen. That's so fucking cool, man. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so the faith thing, or the faith schism, didn't really do what I intended it to do. But I'm also not mad at it. I think it worked out in our favor. I wonder if we can declare war now. Yeah, for our claim on Green Lily. That a hook of my liege. Oh, okay. So I got to change my vassal contract with this guy. I thought you were murdered. Maybe I backtracked it too far. Sorry, y'all. Apologies. All right, let's modify vassal contract. Can I get war declaration? And I'll give you more levies. I'm okay with that. Nice. So I can declare war freely now within the realm, which means I'm going straight for Green Lily. Hell yeah. It's tough, but here we go. Gained a nemesis. Yeah, that's tough, dude. Sorry, bud. Lord Barristan of Marchfields. Yeah, Lord Barristan, sell me. Look at the mad lad himself. That's sick. Sir Kendry, sell me. He was sent to the wall. That's crazy. For my daughter, Arya Hasting. Hell yeah. Okay. Time to raise our armies in Kennel Keep. Oh, my headset is dying. I do apologize. Argoth is my current commander. I think Horus can take over, actually. You have a son and heir, right? He does. Okay, cool. It's fine. Yeah. Lord Horus of Hasting can now take over as my military leader. We're going to march straight off to war. Oh, we have to go all the way around to the crossing. That's crazy. It's a good thing it's our family members over there, though, you know? This is my good sister, Alice, that is trying to kill my other good sister, Jocasta. Jesus. If y'all don't get it together. Silly. Silly family members. Alright, let's go straight for their army. Nice. Ah, a shadow over Houndwood. No. Summon a Maester. No, desperate measures. Nice. Alright, cool. So we're going to enter seclusion. We have to. We have no choice. It's time to protect the family. Damn it. Hold on. Get out of the way, Horus. Yeah. Enter seclusion and isolate the capital. We have no choice. No other recourse. Show me this plague. Oh my god. The Old Ferns fever started in Old Ferns. Dude, that is tough. It was right outside of our lands and immediately spread into Houndswood and Kennel Keep. That's tough. That is pretty tough. Sorry, I had to switch my earbud. The right one died and now I'm into the left one. Hello? Okay. It wasn't connected at first. There we go. Smacked the fuck out of that army. That was pretty cool. We lost 176 men. Show me the details, my knights. Yeah. One of their knights was slain by Harston. Yeah, good old Harston. Attaboy. Yeah, we didn't lose a single one of our men, though. Argoth got some kills. Yeah, 9 kills. Colmar got 16. Theres. That's a name. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, alright. So let's go for these lands. We'll take one at a time. We don't have... Oh, no, my good cousin fell ill. That's tough, dude. That is tough. Yeah, this is not good. Nice. Someone's plotting to kill my knight, Arena. Or Arena. Accusations of witchcraft. Yeah, my peasants are going to be upset for 5 years. That's tough. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not going to execute people based on nothing, basically. Oh, my counselor died. Damn it. Alright. I would like for your young daughter and heir, Alyssa Hasting, to be raised by Raymar, a most skillful guardian. My daughter and heir? He has authoritative. I'm not mad at it. He does have really high diplomacy, and she has a diplomacy focus. Sure. I may live to regret that, but I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. Cool, so now I have to pin my daughter. Oh, she's already pinned. Yay! Yeah, Alyssa Hasting. Yeah, 12 years old. Very nice. And then my vassal and knight, Lord Bastion Hasting. And his wife, Lady Shara. And my son and heir. Or my son, not my heir. Nonetheless, that's alright. Alright, we are working our way towards the architect trait, which is not bad. We're only 39 currently, which is not bad. We've done right by our wife. She looks always perpetually angry, but despite us being a homosexual, you know, it is what it is. I need a new castellan, somebody with good stewardship, I'm hoping. Jocasta Kenning, perfect. Yeah, you could take over here. Nice. Nice. My daughter Alyssa has arrived. I will not be paying homage. Fuck out of here. Get out of my lands, damn you. These accursed plagues. Nice. Alright. One castle taken. On to the next. 21 months. Yeah, so we have no siege equipment, men-at-arms. So I think if we purchased some, like the mangonels, yeah, that would be perfect. We can wait for the mangonels to finish building, because right now they only have 5 out of 10. Yeah, within a couple months they should be fully maxed out to 10 out of 10, and then we can send them off to go and fight. Oh, Liege goes to war on Prince Jotho. Oh, they're trying to make Pentos a tributary. Damn. That's pretty tough. They only have 10,000 men. That's crazy. Meanwhile, the Iron Throne has 89,000. That's fat fucking money, dude. Pretty cool. Aw, my mother died. I'll bite my lip and try and stay focused. Yeah, my mother, Rosie Bracken, died. That is tough, dude. I'm hoping, yeah, we must spare no expense to rebuild. Yay. I'm hoping that her guardian... I'm gonna also pin this guy, Raymar. I'm hoping he can hang out with us. That'd be cool. Can I invite you to my court? Base reluctance. Opinion of us. What if I sent him a gift of 55 gold? I'm gonna be broke. Damn you. What if I swayed him? Give him a nickname. Gift an artifact. Host as an honored guest. Gains 10 opinion. It's not enough. So now let's send him a gift. We'll be temporarily broke, and now invite his ass to court. Bring your ass, bro. Fuck, man. What a dickhead. There. Unfortunately for this guy, I am not one to take no for an answer, so you better suck it up. 45-year-old Raymar, huh? Now we're gonna send these mangonels to go and join the fight. And then merge them into one army. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. The Beast of Kennel Keep. Yeah, I'll have to punish my son for that. That's tough. That's tough. Armory break-in. Arya can gain honest, arbitrary, or impatient. Alright, so she has an intrigue focus, so I don't think honesty is the best policy here. Which is tough. I don't want arbitrary either. But that's gonna give her her best bet at high intrigue, so fuck it. I'll take on the stress. Arbitrary is a sin against our faith, apparently, so that's tough. Lyman Temper wants to wed Alice of Yore. Oh, Sir Tyrion, he died of the green fever. No, that's so sad. Alright, fine. They can be wed. I like this guy. He seems nice and genuine, so I'll allow it, I suppose. The Wandering Hedge Knight. Sure. Nice. Diligent, ambitious, zealous. You want to join my court? There you go, buddy. Yeah, join my court. Beautiful. And just like that, lads, Green Lily is ours. Nice. Disband our armies. We're now over our domain limit, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but we can definitely grant these titles to people. Lady Hara Hasting. Alright. So, Lord Argoth the Wise has become the Lord of Green Lily. It is still within my de jure territories, so it hasn't become its own independent duchy yet. I'm wondering, though, if I conquer the rest of these lands, right? Oh, Hollis has left. She's not my court chaplain anymore. That's sad. I think she became Argoth's court chaplain. Yeah, because she's his sister. You don't want to come back to court with me, please? Thank you. Alright, where did Hollis? There we go. Sir Hollis Hasting. Yeah, so she is back where she belongs. Yeah, and she's trying to lay claim to Hammerford for us, which is grand. I did lose my steward, however, which is unfreaking fortunate. Actually, I think I need Hollis to be my steward. That's tough. Alright, so Hollis is going to become my steward. She's going to make us fat money over time. I need somebody with high learning capabilities, which unfortunately means Aegon. But that's my spy master too, so I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. Damn it. Yeah, I need now that we're becoming members of the faith, I think it's pretty prudent. Lord Bastion of Brandstone. Argoth the Wise. Damn it. Yeah. My uncle. He is the Wise, is he not? Oh, look at Sir Daemon. Jesus. Got a good beard going on. That's pretty cool. Gwendolyn. Sir Donal. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Alright, I think Argoth the Wise is going to be our best bet here. Yeah, he became our court chaplain. And he's going to start laying claims to some lands. But anyway, my thought process was, if we started to lay claim to these lands and then created a duchy title out of these, we can then grant that duchy to the line of Argoth Hasting. And then we would be our own independent duchy in Hasting, and he could have his own independent duchy in whatever we decide to call this spit of land. So that'll be pretty interesting. Things are going on, lads. Things are happening. And I do quite like it, I think. Anyway, lads, I think we're going to put Hammerford on pause, just because we have to find a way to deal with Seaguard and the Cape of Eagles. That being said, we're going to continue to lay claim to these lands. And I think also Stony Head. I think we can try and take Stony Head to complete just this little split of land right here and cut it off from Willowwood. Yeah. So that may take a couple of in-game years, which is totally fine. I kind of expected that to happen. But alas, the Great Survey. Yes. 225. Yeah. Fuck it. We're in a bit of debt now, though. Nice. Popular opinion, plus 50. Sweet. Another one. Oh, sweet. Yeah, divided attention domain limit plus 1. Let's go. One more perk away from getting the architect trait. That is amazing. Oh, look at that. Reedness. Castle Reedness has been built. Sick indeed, dude. Current holder is Lord Bastion. Good. Very good. There we go. And the last castle, Old Fork Forest, is being built. It's only going to take 3 years this time. Quarreling Servants. Oh, my boy Edrich, or Edric. How would y'all pronounce it? I like Edrich. It's very Anglo-Saxon, but Edric seems like the most, like, direct enunciation. He's going to gain authoritative, though, so that's awesome. 96, huh? For Wernel? See it done. Yeah. So we're going to spend a little bit of time in debt. Nothing too crazy. But we are going to lay claims to Wernel, Stonyhead, Whaler Root, Stillfen, and Grimwind. Which sucks, because I actually like these guys. House Warl. They're pretty cool. But, alas, it is what it is. Nice. Alyssa comes of age. She gained 4-star Gracious Envoy. That's awesome. Nice. So my heir is unmarried. Lord Barrick's Feast. Lord Edrin's Grand Tournament. Bolwyn. Interesting. Yeah, my heir is unmarried. A alliance power? Could wed her off to a Mormont. She doesn't have any inheritable traits currently, which is unfortunate. Could go for a Bravosi. Town of Burning Crescent. That's interesting. Herculean. Master Hugh of Brandy Bottom. There we go. Alright, so we found Sir Marin Flowers to wed my daughter, Alyssa, matrilineally. He is 19, so there's only a 3-year age difference. He is a bastard, however, but he's got the Herculean trait. House Blood Hall. We swear by the mother's love. That's interesting. Yeah, children will be born in a House Hasting with the Herculean trait. Fuck yeah, dude. We'll make it happen. And we're gonna get a minor alliance, apparently. Nice. Yeah, my daughter and ward. My daughter and heir. Hell yeah, dude. We are still in debt, unfortunately. But not for long. Money is being made. Money is to be made. Like to marry your kinswoman, the thoughtful Gwendolyn Hasting. Lord Mace the Leper. No. Not gonna happen, bud. I forgot she's not married either, though. Oh no, Lord Horace died. Damn it, my uncle. That is tough. He was my marshal, too. Alright, so Marin Flowers can take over. That's pretty cool. Damn, that is tough. That is pretty tough. Betrothed can now marry Sir Gawain Stokeworth. Yeah, and Gwendolyn Hasting. Congratulations. Excellent. Oh, my friend Gaiman died. Died under mysterious circumstances. Alliance formed with Alex Blackfire of Gaiman's Tower. Damn, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, he's wed to Lady Bethany the Jovial of House Hasting. Alright, lads. So we have run into some shenanigans. It has been a couple of years since we started laying claims to these lands. We now have a claim on Stonyhead, Wernal, Whaler Root, Stilfen, and Grimwind. Hopefully we can take all of these lands. That would be quite interesting. But in the meantime, so Lord Gaiman has in fact passed away. Lord Gaiman of Gaiman's Tower of House Blackfire. He has been succeeded by his son, Lord Alex Blackfire. Look at that, man. He's pretty cool. He is wed to our daughter, or our cousin, sorry, Lady Bethany the Jovial of House Hasting. They do not have a child yet, but time will tell. Anyway, so that happened. Also, my siblings have passed on as well. Yeah, my uncle, Lord Horace, he died, leaving his lands to Lord Lyman Hasting of the Rivulets. He is wed to Lady Nala, who is a lowborn. They do not have children. That's interesting. No idea what's going to go on there. And also, unfortunately for us, Lord Argoth the Wise has also passed on, flagellated himself to death. That's fucking awful. Leaving his lands of Green Lily to Lord Lawrence Hasting. Which I find to be a bit odd, because then he immediately took Lady Raelle of House Hasting as his wife. The badass Raelle, who had the armor and the spear, is now in a dress. Which is quite unfortunate. And also a little odd, because she is also the heir to inherit the lands of Holland from her father, Lord Aegon. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like there. It'll be interesting to be sure, but I really have no idea. So, Skipping Stone's castle has been constructed. There's 19 months left in the castle of Old Fork. Yeah, and Reedness has been constructed as well. So, 2 new castles, a third one being constructed, and then that completely maxes out all of our domain holdings in, what's it called? In the lands of Hasting. Which means that it is, without further ado, time to declare war for our lands of these, or these minor lands over here. I think we start small, take all of these first, and then we're actually going to take the fight to House Ryger for Stonyhead, because they have an alliance with House Forth. Yeah, with 1,100 men. However, one thing I also wanted to mention, I have betrothed my daughter, my second-born, Arya Hasting, to Tydos Malister, who is first in line to inherit the lands of the Cape of Eagles from House Malister, Lord Lothar, the Lord of Seaguard, giving us an alliance with them and their 10,000 men. So, hopefully, we can utilize them in our fight against Willowwood and all of these minor clans as well. So, that being said, lads, I do believe it is time. Let us declare war for all of our claims. We'll start with just one. He has 2 allies. Yeah, we'll do one at a time. We have plenty of prestige to be able to call in the Malisters time and again, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also have Lord Roland of the Marchfields. Forgot about him. But we'll just call on the Malisters for now. They have more than enough men to be able to help us out here. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. But now that we have the lands of Green Lily as well, we can raise our men here and be a little closer to this side of the river without having to get in the way. I also overhauled our military. We have a ton of troops now, which is amazing. Not a whole lot of troops, mind you. It's definitely not 10,000 like the Malisters have. Nice. A guild dispute. Nice. And the Malisters are here, hell yeah, to help us out. And we gained the Architect trait after so many years. We are now a great architect ourselves, which is amazing. Yeah. Building construction time minus 15%. Construction cost minus 10. That's amazing. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Nice. Yeah, we're going to get Arya to become temperate. So far she's ambitious and temperate, which I think is an odd combination, because ambition literally means she knows what she wants and she's gonna get it. But anyway, so Sir Marin Flowers and my daughter Alyssa Hasting have had their first child. They have a daughter, Amira Hasting. I like that. What is Marin's mother's name? Belliona? Osmera. Nah. Ooh, Karya. Karya. I like that. Karya Hasting. Interesting. A good ladylike name. She will inevitably take over the lands after her mother, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you winning, son? They are winning. Oh, yeah, dude. Grand indeed, lads. Grand indeed. We scatter the armies. Look at that. They march against us, but it does nothing. And just like that, victory has been assured. Enforce demands. Ooh. Master Manfred Walton. Yeah, to the brash Dalton, you and your foul hosts may have wrested my lordship from me, but mark me, I am not through with yet, nor will I give up Wernal so easily. Signed, Master Manfred. So be it. Where's he at? He's a master of these lands, is he? Oh no, he's moving away. Where's he going? All the way over here? Where the fuck is he going? What the hell? Oh, he's going to the grand tournament. Ah, I see. Oh, Watland's monolith. He's an adventurer now. I see. Alright, so he's off to fuck off somewhere else. That's cool. Good. Get the hell out of here, you fucking loser. Nice. Alright, so we gotta disband this army real quick. And with that, there's still potential. I think we can absolutely take the fight to the rest of these guys. Yeah, Master Manfred again. Yeah, the last three of them. With the force of the Malisters, honestly. I think that would be great. So, declare war on Whaler Root. Declare war on Stilfen. Yeah, 3 claimant wars. That's crazy, because Lord Dalton's Strongarm wasn't exactly supposed to be the guy to reform the military of Hasting. But then again, he is known as the Strong Arm as a nickname. You are at all times ready to throw hands, mostly because you know you'll win, which I think is pretty fitting here. He is the one who's going to grow our borders, even if he ends up granting those lands to family members. I don't think that's a bad thing, really. I think that really fits to the whole family dynamic aesthetic that we were shooting for here. And I'm actually quite happy with how that turned out. So, who's my current commander? Let's see. We have Master Darren of Hartle. Yeah, he's my best fighter right now, and he's a powerful vassal. So, I'm okay with that. As long as one of my family members isn't on the line, like their life isn't on the line, I'm okay with that. The Sept of Peasdale. Yeah. Nice. The Cape of Eagles will be joining us in all of these wars. It's going to be a brutal fight, but we're absolutely going to wreck shit with the Malisters and the Selmies. No! Ah! Hollis died. No! That's so sad. Damn it. She was the tool of fate, fated for greatness, and we failed her. I can't believe we did this. Ah, that's so sad. Alright, Lord Lyman of Hasting of the Rivulets. Yeah, the genius lad himself. He's gonna become our chaplain, our court chaplain. Heartbreaking, to be sure. Nice, here comes the lads from Gaiman's Tower, the Blackfire host. 809 men, it's not much, but they are sailing up the Trident currently. Hell yeah, and they have landed in Wernal. They are here to join us in this fight. That's beautiful. I love it, lads. I can ransom Sarah. Oh yeah, get rid of her. Send her off. Send her home. Jacosta Kenning. Yeah, my good sister. Sir Davin. Oh, what happened to you? Oh, I thought he was missing an eye. What the hell? The pixels were just off, I suppose. Ransom accepted. Good. Good. Nice. Yes. Nice. Low control. I see. Yeah, the Malisters. My allies are out here winning this war for me, which I think is amazing. Again, I think it's a really good point to the roleplay. I'm really not upset at it, if I'm being honest. What happened? How did I gain an extra land? What do you mean? What do I currently hold? Oh, the castle. Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. Alright, we're going to hold off for now. Once we win all these wars, we'll start to give lands away. Nice. Harbert Hasting. After an ancestor, Edmure, Darren, Gorman, Griffith. Griffith is a good name. Griffith Hasting. Halden Hasting. I wonder if we can name him Hendry, Balin, Edric, Edmure, Jason, Andrin, Darren, Dalton, after myself. No, there's been too many Daltons on our family name already. I mean, it should be fine. I think that's fine. Dalton Strongarm, son of Lord Hendry, son of Lord Dalton the Good. There's been a lot of Daltons in the name, but that's kind of like our version of like Aegon. So I think Dalton is fine. That's fine. It is what it is, lads. It is what it is. Nice. But anyway, what I was saying earlier is I think utilizing our allies to win these wars for us while saving and protecting our own family members fits very, very well for the roleplay of our family dynamic, our family focus. Because we're utilizing our allies to help secure our family, basically. But that's one war done. So Stillfern now belongs to House Hasting. We're gonna move on and help the Selmies take Whaler Root. Meanwhile, the Malisters are out here kicking ass in Grimwind. Oh, what are the Rains doing here? The Rains of Castamere are out here. War of Revenge. Yeah, Lord Kevin of Castamere is aiding Lord Josman of the Gold Road against Lord Tilbert of Black Pitch. And he has the aid of Lady Karia the Beautiful of the Crossing. That's awesome. So she is the blood of... Oh, never mind. I thought she was. Oh, she is. Because Janae Frey is the daughter of Alla Hasting. Yeah. So Lady Karia the Beautiful, the current lady of the Crossing, is of our blood. That's awesome. Her primary heir is Willifer Frey. I have a granddaughter, Karia Hasting. Yeah, she won't accept a matrilineal marriage. That's right. I kind of figured that was the case. He is 3 years old. Maybe we can betroth. No. Okay. What about Orissa? No? Nothing? Okay, that's fine. I figured that was the case. I was hoping we could get the twins on our side. They are the blood of House Hasting, after all. Like, you could tell, that's definitely a Hastings girl right there. That's crazy. She may have the Frey name, but she's got the Hastings genes for sure. Anyway, lads, this has been quite successful. My wife falls pregnant. That's crazy. Our last child was born 12 years ago. We're currently 46, you know? So that's pretty interesting that we're still out here kicking. So, that's pretty cool. I'll take it. I am above my domain limits, I know this. I have 7 out of 4 castles. Yeah, Rhinos Silverfall. Interesting. Nice. Alright. Whaler Root now falls to the Hounds of Hasting and is added to our de jure territories. It is time at long last to take Grimwind, and then we will be off to Stonyhead and war against House Ryger. Here be secrets. Speak, child. Tell me. Oh, he's a deviant. I don't give a shit, dude. The road. Nice. Yeah, let's get golden obligations. Now that we've maxed out our ability to build our domain, it's time to max out our ability to make money off of it. And gain, like, the avaricious trait and everything like that. Nice. Cool. And we enforce our demands. Valuable prisoner captured. Terran Warl. Interesting. Nice. We disband all of our armies, send everybody home. Look at that. Hasting is massive. Absolutely massive. I wonder if it'll allow me... Yeah, to create the High Lordship of the Lakeleaf Highlands. Yeah. Create title. So now I am both the High Lord of Hasting and the High Lord of the Lakeleaf Highlands. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of land in here. There's a lot of counties here. So my thing is, if I grant these lands to Lord Lawrence and he becomes independent, he becomes like his own, you know, duke, if you will. We'll probably have to switch to this family branch to be able to build up these lands. Because look at how much, like, empty space there is here. So Whaler Root has 1. Damn, Grimwind has 3 open areas. 1 in Stillfen. Wernal has 2. Green Lily has 1. And then Stonyhead has 2 as well. So there's a lot of castles and cities that could be built within these highlands here. But anyway, I think we're going to finally round it out and finish this episode with seize the High Lordship of the Lakeleaf Highlands. Yeah, with the conquering of Stonyhead. So we're going to declare this war. We're going to summon our allies. We'll summon all 4 of them. I don't care. We'll fuck it up. I love the fact that we have an alliance with the Blackfires. That's pretty cool. And we're going to raise all of our armies. Excellent. I love how the Blackfires are always the first one to rally to our name. I think that's pretty sick. Look at this dude. Ah, oh, come on. The Lord of Seaguard Castle has the badass Aaron Falcon Feather winged helmet. I think that's really cool. Lord Lothar. What a badass. I love House Malister, dude. Super, super cool. Anyway. We are going to wait for our allies to join us. Yeah, because they're going to go straight for taking land. The beating. Oh, no. I don't want them to become paranoid or shy or craven. That's awful. I think these are all terrible traits. But somebody beat them up. And now he has stress. No, my boy. That's so sad. Alright. What the hell? There we go. Apologies. So the Malisters charged forth into battle. We are going to meet them there. Yes. Beat them down, lads. Let's go. They have they brought with them 9,000 men from Seaguard. That's amazing. All right, we go to take Stony Head. Finally. The Wandering Sellsword. He's a vindictive lackey. His stats kind of suck. But I'll take him. Fuck it. Sacred Childbirth. There we go. Beautiful. What the hell is this? Died in her sleep? After my serene acquaintance, Adrienne. Interesting. I think that's fine. Yeah, we name our child Adrienne. That's fine. Ooh, Arya comes of age. Always the clever child, Arya proved time and time again over the course of her studies that she had a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. Now it is harder to say, however, damn it. What do you mean? Perhaps she's not as clever as she seemed after all, but she got a 4-star education trait. I don't think so, man. I think that's a reach. I think she's absolutely the badass that we thought she was gonna be. So, I like it. My friend Maynard died. He's no longer my maester. Or my tutor. Damn. Send for a maester. Send the ravens to Old Town, if you will. The end of the road. Excellent road network for 30 years, holding taxes plus 15%. Frick yeah, brother. The new Maester of Houndwood, Maester Wayne of the Old Gods. He's a Tundra Northman. Good. Good to see you, lad. Alright, let's get tributary taxes. Interesting. Vassal tax contribution as well. War Profiteer. No, that wouldn't make sense for now. Just because this war is about to end and I don't see us waging another one anytime soon. So, I think the vassal taxes is probably the smartest route here. Nice. Siege Battle 1. Stony Head is now under our control. But we still need to beat down the rest of the Rigers to solidify it. So let's get going. Nice. More battles won. More sieges to be held, lads. Ah. Yasso has murdered Bethany Worrell. That's interesting. Don't know how I learned that secret, but sure. That's fine. Nice. 100% success. We enforce our demands. So be it. Disband my armies. Very nice. And now Hasting has grown in size. That is beautiful. I love to see it. We have 11 domain holdings. I wonder if I can't keep the title for myself while we go and build up our lands. I think that'll be fine. Probably the smart bet, too, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we're just going to start granting titles to people based off of relevance, I think. Not so much rank, because it doesn't make sense to give a lord another title, another lordship, you know what I'm saying? But our cousins, distant relatives... Damn. Aegon the Wrathful. That's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a cool title. I like that. I do think I want to save Aegon for the conquest of Harrenhal. I think if anybody should become the Lord of Harrenhal, it is Aegon the Wrathful. Look at that. Lord Aegon the First, the ill-natured, is no longer the Mad King. Yeah, his beard is gone at least. He's still uncouth and a murderer, but alas, it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, fair in Holland. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and start to lend these lands, or gift these lands, I should say, to our family members. So in Wernal, this is Peasdale. What is Peasdale? That's a temple. Okay, so that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Am I holding the temple? I sure am. Holy shit. I didn't realize I could do that. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Anyway, so I'm thinking Peasdale can go to Sir Thomas Hasting. Or, sorry, Wernal. Yeah, because I want to keep the High Lordship title for myself. That way we can collect its taxes. Yeah, so Wernal belongs to this man. Stonyhead, we can gift to Sir Alfred Hasting. Yeah. Became my vassal. Good. Lots of Hastings. I like it. Wailerroot has... Is this another castle? Sure is. Garehouse. Yeah. Wailerroot Circle can be granted to... Not Aegon, not Alyssa. Gwendolyn, perhaps. She's a lunatic, though. Interesting. My son. Give it to Sir Daemon. There we go. Wailerroot Circle to Sir Daemon. Stilfen Castle. That's the Duchy building. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. We give this one to... Who am I thinking? Rianne is the daughter of Lord Lawrence, so that would make too much sense. Thinking Gwendolyn? No, I don't know, man. I'm struggling with this one. Let's see. Alyssa wouldn't make sense. Aegon, we want to save. I guess Gwendolyn is fine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll grant her the title of Stilfen and the Sept of Peasdale. Grant titles. Which means that we need to give Grimwind off to somebody. Yeah, Castle Grimwind. We'll give it to Sir Donal. Yeah, my brother. Send him far away from my lands. There we go. So now all of the counties are being taken over and ruled in my stead by the Hastings. Look at that. The Hounds of Hasting just multiplied all over the map. That's amazing. Nice. Loyalist faction. Nice. Let them be loyal. Yeah, the Hounds of Hasting have just multiplied. That's amazing. I love that. Anyway, there is an arranged betrothal. Lord Quentin Fossaway wants his daughter and heir, Rhea Fossaway, to marry my son, Edric, in a matrilineal. I don't think so. I appreciate the offer, but no. Anyway, pretty cool. We are laying claim to Harrenhal currently. We have claimed the High Lordship of Lakeleaf Highlands. And we currently claim that duchy title, even though the counties are being governed in our stead. Still, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's pretty cool. We do have a lot of castles that we got to build up in our own lands of Hasting. Meanwhile, the Lakeleaf Highlands need to be built up and developed as well. Lots of opportunities here. Lots of opportunities to make fat freaking money, you guys. And I'm very excited to see it happen. But until next time, lads, always remember honor in service, glory in sacrifice, and crimson courage. And I, Lord Dalton Strongarm of House Hasting, Lord of Hasting, will see you in the battles ahead. Goodbye, my friends.